I think it's done. Let's see if someone shows up, because it's contagious as usual. And tomorrow is my birthday. But I already got a little birthday gifts from one friend and from travel too, so. But tomorrow is the main day, so we're just gonna wait and see if people shows up. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do today? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. See if there's any friends is awake. Maybe they're busy. It's weekend, of course. And I'm now working 2 weeks at my new place. It's a bit stressful, but we got the premiere thing to be delayed because it was way too much to do in 2 weeks. Especially when the most of the first week, a lot of system things and even sending from the delivery was a little bad. So we got 1 more week to get everything in place before we start with a big game. So now we're gonna wait and see if someone turns up. I'm not so sure. Maybe it's a stupid time during the day. What was the clock? It's 11 a.m. here, so in Sweden, of course, if you wonder. And yeah, I'm waiting. Not sure if I'm gonna do something at the same time. Hello, Jenny. Thank you very much. It's tomorrow, but I thought I could go out for a live at least today. What are you doing? Ah, you're doing a boot sale. Are you gonna sell or are you gonna buy something? That sounds amazing. So, the weather seemed to be better than the promise. They promised a lot of rain today, but you never know. If I go out now, it's probably gonna pour down or something. Just to look. Yeah, at least that could be fun too. Do they sell good things where you are? Because the boot sales over here is not that fun. It's most crap, really. I've been to some, but have never found something I like it. And if there was something that should be interesting, they takes too much money for it, so it's not even worth it. So why should I pay that much when I can do something that is similar? Oh, it's huge. That sounds fun. I hope you find something special or just looking. And cheap too. Can't be better. Hello, Nua. And we don't want that, so sorry. See if I can do this. And we block that person. If you come to my live stream, you are respectful. So I didn't even think that someone should turn up and do that things by this time. So I just temporarily blocked it for a little while, some minutes. So people at least got a little, gonna think what they write. Clothes, books, vegetable toys, everything. Ah, that sounds great. It's a little of everything. I actually did order a book today, so I hope I'm gonna get it in the beginning of September. And it's a book about what is History of Darkness, about Goth or something like that. The history of Goth, I think there was. And so I was seeing a girl posted some bits of it from Instagram in her stories. So I thought it sounded interesting, and she said you should probably read it, and I looked it up, and it didn't cost that much really, so I actually bought it. So now I'm waiting for it to get it, but it's gonna be in English. I'm gonna have to read in English in that case, but it sounded very interesting, and the bit she was mentioned was about the East German goth scene back in the 80s and 90s, so that was really interesting too. So, and the book itself didn't seem that old either, if I saw right. But I'm not gonna say too much because I haven't got it, so I can't look at the information when it's written and that type of thing. I like books at boot sale. Hardbacks are 20p. Oh, that's really cheap, really. But sometimes it's hard to find the books you like. So, but I hope you can find something. And 20p, I guess everybody have that money over. So it's not like you get ruined or do some bankrupt crash your wallet or something to get it. So Uh, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. Trevor went for a little nap because we've been up very early this week because he started to work very early too. So and I usually go up around the same time in that case, so I can get my breakfast and everything in peace before I had to go to work because I had to drive longer now. But at least it goes very well at the new place, so I'm happy, and I'm actually coming home early, even if I start the same time like I used to on my old place. So I'm actually home a bit earlier, and in end of September, hopefully, we're gonna start the different shifts, and then I'm gonna be home even earlier. But then I still have to go 1 hour earlier. But I don't mind if I'm home early. Is that gonna give me more time after work? So that's gonna feel so much better and fit me much better too. So I'm happy for it. So I got some rumors about my old work, but I don't think that's even was worth to stay for that thing I heard about because then I'm gonna have bad working hours and much heavier work too. So I'd rather stay where I am right now. So spread them. Oh, for fuck's sake! Is there just idiots coming now? Let's see. So you get blocked if you are not behaving. Makeup is not it, but you could do better job. I got fading. Oh, for fuck's sake! If you don't like my makeup, you can go and watch other. I'm not a makeup channel, really. I do my makeup. I'm an 80s girl from start, and we didn't even have the things I have, and I do like my makeup, so I don't care. So if you don't like my makeup, just go too. We don't have to be unrespectful. This is my expression. It's not yours. I'm gonna wash it off later tonight, and you don't have to care about it. And it's only Trevor that sees me, and if he don't mind to see me in my warm makeup, so I won't send you a present, but don't know how to get it to you. People are so rude. You don't have to send me anything. It's just being here and support my channel isn't good enough, Jenny. But yeah, I agree. Some people are really rude, and I don't understand this thing to go and do that. I've been happy the latest live streams I have actually been really good, especially the last one. That was a really good one. Nobody that was disrespectful. So we had at least very fun, everybody in the chat. So oh, thanks for fine weather. At least I try to do my best because I'm old. I can't look like someone that is 20 years old, so but I do my best and I do what I feel for. So and today I wanted to do this because I got a birthday gift from one friend in Wales. She sent me this eyeshadow palette. It's coming up next week. It's coming up makeup look I'm doing with that in red. So but I wanted to try the other scales they have in the colors. So I tried the grayish and gray bluish sorts instead. So and it's a really good one actually. I didn't know that brand before, but I really like it. So I can recommend that. So if someone watched the video next week, you're gonna see which palette is too, because I don't remember. It's a brand that I don't know that much about. I don't know if it's sell in UK only or something. I haven't seen it over here, so but I was really happy with that gift from her because I know that she knows that I'm gonna like it. So and it was really colors in my type of sketches that I want to use, and if I need some more darker one, I have that from other palettes anyway, so can darken up the things I need for. But we are not just here to talking about makeup, we're talking about a lot of things. And I should want to promote my friend Star Raven's latest video too, because she did this thing about goths and that we're not that nice to each other, even inside the subculture anymore, because it's all those demands. Hello, Sing, how are you? Are you doing something fun today? Yeah, I know Jenny going for a boot sale, so are you doing something fun? I'm not sure if you're going out or something. I wanted to do, but it's that you want to keep the money, and we're going out tomorrow and going to a restaurant too and eat great food, Turkish food that I like. So I'm probably gonna eat lamb or something. I can't be vegan. And when it comes to this, a Star Raven talked about in her last video that all the boxes that you have to tick to be counted as a goth, and I think that's ridiculous because every goth is individual. So we have different interests. We can like other type of music too. There's nothing wrong with that. Got tired joiner coming today. If this one shows up, last one never. Oh, sorry to hear that it didn't come, and they didn't even say that they have to cancel it. That was a really bad thing. So I cross fingers that they show up this time. So I know how it is to wait for something and they don't come, or so many hours later too. So you already maybe done something else instead, because you can't sit and wait the whole day just for them to show up either. So we have a life too. But like I said about this goth culture type of things, and the worst thing I was reading yesterday in the morning on Instagram was now a lot of goths start to go on this new war path about that they think that vegans and goths have a similar type of culture, so goths should be vegans now, and if you're not vegan you can't be goth. And I'm thinking, but people like me then, with all the food allergies, what should we eat if we can't get like proteins and other things in our system, because we can't eat the protein things from the veggie part? I do like to eat my veggies too. It's not that. It's just that I need to survive too and get things in my system. So, and I don't understand this hysteria about what's wrong or what's right. We can do things right even if we are outside other things, and maybe not always 100% correct in everything. Being 100% correct in everything is like a dream world. Everybody maybe wants to be there, but of different reasons we can't. Or we have to adjust to the reality we live in. And they forgot that the reality looks so different from person to person, even where you live. And many times those reality checks are from an standard from US, and that don't fit into a lot of European countries or other countries from other parts of the world. So they always forgot that part, that we live in so different parts of the world too. And I think it's sad because that scares people away from the subculture too, if they notice that there's so much rules, so no one can really keep up. It's just the one that decide the rules that can keep up, because it's them that's spinning around the new force. What's going to be the next thing we're going to cancel that person for? Or you shopping from the wrong place, or you never do it yourself. You can't even name 10 bands from that year or whatever they say. No, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's sick. Just to celebrate today a little more, because I think Saturday is a little more funnier to celebrate on, but we're gonna celebrate it tomorrow at home. But I have already gotten 2 gifts, one from Trevor and one from my friend Jan in Wales. There's nothing in my eye more than an eyeball, so if you don't like it, you can scroll further. It's just and goodbye if you don't like it. Easy solution. Thank you very much, Sing. I know that it's Robert's birthday today, so I actually congratulate him on Instagram before in a DM. So, and I'm not sure if he went to London. He was talking about going to London, and we have to see, because he talked about this Lost Souls pizza or whatever. I think that Toxic Tears have been there at least once. Black dot in there. Black dot calls pupil. Grow up. Or if you're a troll, you can go and troll somewhere else. I don't have time for it. I'm too old for that shit. So just show respect. What should we talk about? Yeah, I told Jenny before saying that I have ordered a book. I saw a girl that was posting about a book that I forgot the title again, but it's about golf anyway. So it's probably gonna show up in the beginning of September. It's in English, and I'm looking forward to see that. What it called? I forgot. Demons. If you believe in demons, let it be demons then. We all have different beliefs, and if that's your belief, so believe it. I don't believe in what you believe, so sorry. But I'd rather have demons than unrespectful people around me, so at least I know what the demon's doing, so you see. So yeah, I don't understand. The last two streams have been so nice with the good people, and especially the last one I had before when I did on restream, when I played this Then Come Silence new video too, that Marissa was inside. Miss Marspan was one of the dancers in the background. So that was a really nice one because no one did show up that time. I was so surprised that we didn't have to really do anything about it and block or whatever time out, because I think that is exhausting to see that people always have that things that they want to do those things. I need to get my books out of storage now. I moved the bookshelves in the room and furniture into the room I decorated. Ah, you're ready with one room at least, Sing. At least that's good progress, and it's always nice to get everything fresh and put things back and decorate it in the style you want to have it. So I understand that feeling to want to bring back things. I just wish we had a little bigger, but it costs so much more to move to a bigger place. I should want to move so we have at least one or two more rooms, so we can have like, I could have like my studio when I do it yourself things, crafting, or if I want to do my YouTube stuff, so I can be there, and that Trevor could sit in one room and do his model buildings or whatever he's doing for the moment. So we all can have that type of things, and that is our own project room or whatever you should call it. So yes, one room is done. New carpet and bought paint for the living room this week. Ah, what color is gonna be? Oh, I wish that we could paint walls or put at least wallpaper up, but they have those stupid rules nowadays in many new flats that you can't do anything. You can only have this whitish type of walls. Yeah, you can make it goth too and whatever. You just have the right decorations. But at the same time, I miss having that kind of creativity when you can pick up a good wallpaper or something. I see so many really great ones that I should want to have too, that I think look very cool. So, but if you can't do it, you can't do it. I shall show you the color on Insta. I'm gonna look when I'm on Insta the next time if you have sent it by then, because I'm not going on everything at the same time because it's on my phone I do it now, so isn't it harder to swap between the different things? So I was lucky I could decorate when I was living in a flat. Yeah, I have lived in flat a long way before. During those times you were allowed, as long as you did it in a professional way, because if you moved you had to either put things back and so it looked like similar type of thing, or you needed to do it so good so next, and they couldn't complain over it, you need to see like it's been doing professional, that type of limit. And I can understand if I moved in somewhere where someone had gone crazy with everything, so I shouldn't want to live there either. So but the best place I had was one I got when I could do whatever I wanted, because I should be the last living there anyway, because they should take down everything inside that building and make it fresh from start. So I knew that I was living on a temporary time just there, because I was looking for another flat during the time too. So in that one we were free to do whatever we wanted, because they're still gonna take down everything. So hello Star, and thank you very much. And you can say congratulations to Nilus too for his birthday during Monday. I know it's Robert's today, so yeah, when I moved out, I even had to take up the laminate flooring, which was a total waste. Oh, that sounded crazy, because that should bring up the worth, I think, because laminate floor is not that cheap, really. I don't understand that thing to take that type of things away. It's one thing if it's really old stuff, but that some of them you can actually make good too. So you just have to go over with the machine and they're gonna look good if they are thick enough so you can do that thing. But else it's just a waste. I agree. Yeah, it is. But have you planned anything fun for now, then? We're going out tomorrow on a Turkish restaurant, and I'm gonna enjoy great dinner, even if I'm not gonna be able to eat up everything. So I'm gonna bring my doggy bag back. So, hello, Phoenix. How are you? And thank you very much. I'm gonna be really old. He's going out for vegan burgers. Oh, that's great that you can do it. I think it's good that everyone can find a place where they can actually get things they love. So, and I go to this Turkish place because I'm gonna eat something that I usually don't eat either. And yeah, it's not vegan, it's meat, and but it's something that I'm not used to cook. So and travel not do it directly either. So I go in that to probably have something with lamb because. I think that it's only the people that used to do this type of cooking with those, like people from Iceland or Turkey or even from UK that have plenty of lamb, so they know how to do it good, so it don't taste bad. Yeah, we're probably gonna have a fantastic day, so I just hope that the weather gonna be okay. I'm actually surprised it's better today because they were saying it should rain a lot today, so I just waiting for the sky to open. And yesterday when I woke up, it was raining so heavy, so I was thinking, okay, this is not gonna be fun to drive to work, but just in time to when I should start go, it calmed down so much, so it was no problem. So, you got your birthday next month. Is it the secret which date thing, or as so I maybe can remember when, so I can put that like a little note because that's the worst thing that I else gonna forgot to tell people happy birthday, and I want to say at least happy birthday, even if I can't maybe give something personally, and sometimes it's hard to send things too. End of the month, very close to travel then because travel have 1st of October, so. And Star, are you going for that graveyard today or was it tomorrow? I think you said you should do something like that or already been maybe there. So I don't know how early you're up or something. But I did enjoy the video last night and it was a good thing to talk about because it's so crazy things they cancel people for now. And they want to put us in those ridiculous boxes all the time. And that's why I say I'm not a golf in just one box because life should be so boring. And we need to understand that we don't live in the same type of world. We have different circumstances and everything like that too. So we can't just go the American way. So many times the American way, I see those people that are mainly the big ones that want to cancel the others all the time. That you don't do it yourself, you don't eat the right stuff, you don't listen to the right things, you don't dress good enough, or you don't look extreme enough, you're not extreme 24/7 and whatever. So I think that's a little sad that they don't respect that people have different type of lives and different type of possibilities, and even the financial part is not cheap to have a certain look either. Even if you want to have it, it can be very expensive too. And like you were mentioned that about thrift shopping too, it have changed. In Sweden, it's been, at least in my time, it's been already expensive from the 2000s. And so I didn't want to pay that much for actual things that people have used and also looked used. When I could go and buy something that was fresh, new, for less money already back then, and it's very rare that I find something. And even when I check like on the apps like Selfie, Vinted, and that type of things, as fast as it looks, or someone have tagged it as a goth thing, the price goes up. And you should see the Killstar or other gothic brands that have that too on those apps. They are even more expensive sometimes than the original price in different places. And I'm thinking, I'm not gonna pay those money. And then I can wait for a 70% off sale on that brand itself. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I saw that you commented yesterday, and the same here of different reasons they're closing, and even the ordinary shops are closing. They're blaming that we shop too much on the internet, but I should rather say that they don't sell anything fun, at least not in my town. And if people want to have, and it's often expensive too, and it's too close to Gothenburg. So if you want to have something a little more fun, at least if you're mainstream people too, you go to Gothenburg. Why should you want to buy something boring in this town? And right now, the colors is brown, uh, dusky green, or we should say grungy green, beige, and that type of very boring colors. The only thing expect to find all the other 70s colors, then it should be really bad. But that's not my color schedule. And yeah, you could say, oh, but you can always try to recolor them or something. But why should I pay even to first buy brand new stuff and then have to color them too to be a color that I like? That's a way much work for getting something and way much money too, because you have to pay for that other stuff too. And it's not sure that you are allowed to put that in the in the washing machine either if you need to have that. And I don't have any place or big things enough to do with clothing even by hand. So I don't get it why people are so hysterical. One thing if you live in your own house and have big space and even have a garden, so you can do a lot of stuff. But if you don't live that type of circumstances, it's not easy. Phoenix, the thing is, the high street can't offer the amount of shows that exist online. No, but at least they could try to make it in a good way so people are interested. And like I said, if you go to another town, you see so much more. For an example, we have H&M, like you say, we say H&M because it's a Swedish company, or the long version is Hennes or Maurits because that's the original name that was shortened to H&M, like you said, H&M. And even when I see when Star even got to 2 different H&M in UK, it's so much more fun clothes that even if you look at the mainstream clothes that she passing by, and I'm thinking, I don't even see that things. The company is in my town. It's in my town. I don't live even far away from the warehouse where it's sending out from the post or the thing. And we don't have those things over here in the store. And it's also very expensive many times. You can be lucky sometimes you find your size when they have some type of sale, if that's the type of things that mainstream people don't want to have. And I can see I can use it for godify it so it suits me. But most of the time they don't even have my size, even this size I am in right now, because it's very usual size too. So if I like something, it's already sold out for the higher price, and I'm not interested to pay that much for something that is not looking on the top, if you know what I mean. At least if it needs to be something special, and if I'm gonna have something more fun, I have to travel to Gothenburg, and I work most of the time, and I can't go every weekend either to go there because it's expensive to park in Gothenburg too, so it's not that easy. And I'm not sure if Trevor should want to run around in different clothes shops just for me to try to find something I can use that way. And I do have lots of clothes. I need to go through it too to as soon as seasons change too, so I'm gonna put away the more summer clothing and start taking out that scopes better for autumn and for Halloween time. So I hope that I can do that soon, so I know what I have, what I can layer and everything like that. So I'm looking forward for that part too, to actually be able to dress in a way without sweating too much. That's when that H&M sell more interesting clothes in other countries like that. Yeah, but I think it's because they earn more money from it, because the Swedish money is not worth the same like the pound, for an example. And I guess Brighton is like a popular, much more bigger place. I guess if you go to H&M in Stockholm, for an example, that is the capital town, I'm probably gonna find more interesting stuff over there too. Probably even in Gothenburg. So even between all the smaller cities is not always the same things to sell that, because it depends on the city too. They decide what they're gonna sell that depending on which people are living there and what's popular in that city too. And that most of the time don't speak to me, at least. So I think it's boring. We don't have that much. Or if you have something inside it way too big sizes, or I don't want to have crop tops in everything. I don't want to show my belly all the time. I don't get it. I don't get it why some sizes can have normal length on everything on the tops and everything, but then you go to the certain size between up to large, for an example, that I have, and suddenly everything is crop top. I don't want to show my belly. I'm gonna be 58 tomorrow. Hi, Gotika. How are you? Are you doing something fun today? I'm just taking it a bit easy today because tomorrow is my birthday, but I start to celebrate it a little bit at least today, so I can have a little more fun. Because Sunday sucks to celebrate on, because you. But at least Trevor promised to help me to do some of my work for this week, so I have little other things this week. True enough, it all comes down to money in the end, I guess, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I agree with you, but that's money talks too much, and they have complained because we used to be city with much shops, different shops, but because the ones that own the buildings want to take more and more money for it, and it's even expensive when it comes to electricity and all the other things. So the smaller companies can't afford. There's so many shops that have been smaller that have gone on for a very long time. They have maybe have been in the branch for 10 to 20 years. And now they had to shut down because they couldn't afford it anymore, even if they had the customers and everything like that. But they say, I can't do it because I can't even have stuff anymore because the rent have gone up so much and everything, and the electricity is ridiculous, and we can't afford it anymore. Plus then start all the construction work with the roads and everything, so the customer can't even get maybe inside the shop almost if you don't know exactly where the shop is sometimes. So got a happy golf birthday to you. All the best wish that's to happy birthday, dear Sanniz. You are more alluring each day. Oh, thank you very much. The birthday is tomorrow, but I think we can celebrate it today. It feels a bit better. Sunday for me is a little more that you think a little too much that you're gonna go to work next day. So, but at least I'm home earlier, a little bit earlier than I was on my last work, and I'm just waiting for the shifts to start too. It's probably gonna take some weeks before we reach that stage. They talk about end of September or something, but then I'm gonna work even earlier, and that means that I'm gonna be home even earlier. So I'm looking forward to that because then I'm gonna be like a time schedule that fits me more, and it's gonna feel like I have more time after work to do something else. Right now, it feels more like you're coming home, you prep for next day, and take your shower and all that type of stuff, and then time to start thinking of go to sleep or something because you have to go up early. So the thing. So glad you managed to get a new job with the cost of everything. Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much. But I think it was just because I knew the person that run that section that is the work leader. It was on his recommendations that took me in, and I'm lucky that I got that type of work I also had because that means that I'm gonna be one of the steady ones. The most people that are coming in after now is higher staff, so they're gonna have a more unsecure future because they have a limit that if you are in the same place for 2 years, the company need to hire you proper. But many times the companies either switch out that person instead and take in a new one for 2 years. So I'm happy that I have that type of position now, that if everything goes right for 6 months, because it's a trial first for 6 months, and if everything works out, I'm gonna have a steady job. So I don't have that risk after 2 years. I'm gonna work as long as they stay there and they have the contract. So then I have a job. So I hope they're gonna stay at least for a very long time. So maybe I have time to even go with pension before, if I don't find something else more interesting. But I doubt it because it was so hard to find something now too because of age. And now it's because age. Couldn't get anything. It was just because I knew this guy that well, so I got it. So I'm very thankful for him. So, and it's nice to work with him again because we work very good together too. So, and the whole group so far is a very good group too. So, and we're gonna have 7 more people coming in on Monday too. So we're gonna see what type of people we have then. So, and got to get good luck for the job. Added a few teasers to the blog I finished after many asked me to call Mary Date Zombie, including some music my 2-year-old son plays for the Zombie Teletubby Gardeners. Sounds great. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do in the future because I see so much going on with YouTube for the moment, and it's gonna make it even worse if you're a small channel. And I even seen that some of the original YouTubers, if you can call people like that have been for a very long time on YouTube, now start to talk that what they have lived on before they had it like a proper job. They could pay all the bills without any problem and everything. But just during the latest years, it dropped down so much that they only get like maximum a third of what they gained during 1 month normally. So that's a big jump down when it comes to even that. So they can't live on it anymore. They have to do other things. Plus, what I suspect YouTube is going to do in the future, maybe taking it even harder. So it's not just the new rules gonna be. It's gonna be that they don't want to pay out anything. If you want to live on something, you're gonna need to live on some type of sponsored commercials, corporations with people instead. And YouTube don't want to pay for your job. That's what I suspect at least, because they have seen how all the things that come back to them have gone lower, and not that they have less views or times or something. It's just that the YouTube start to pay less and less and less, and they now start to rule out new commands, and the thought is it's gonna go so very bad. And I think it's sad that it's just about money all the time. And but I'm not a monetized channel anyway, so it's not gonna. I just gonna see that I'm never gonna be with the new rules that coming soon too. So I'm never gonna get the watch hours up that much, especially not when I'm gonna jump up to 8,000 watch hours too. So they're gonna be impossible when I can't even reach 4,000. So some also got concerned with stuff they did. I unsubscribe when it's too bad or hateful people. Yeah. I don't understand why you need to be too hateful and everything, but it seems like some people get the clicks for it. And I don't really like that type of thing, that they promote those channels, and they don't promote the smaller ones that actually don't do anything wrong, and just personally. But it's a little like YouTube also want to put people in certain boxes, and if you don't fit in the boxes, you're not gonna get the push out either. And I guess one of, and I also guess that is also depending on where you live, because if you live like me in Sweden and you don't do a channel in Swedish, they're not gonna push you because I speak in English. And I've seen that difference between channels that only talk in Swedish and on that things, and they don't have to have better content either. It's just that they keep that thing, and then you just say, oh, this is okay, so we can push you because of that instead. And then you have other channels that only do just one thing, get more pushes because they keep inside one box. But I refuse to be one box, because then it should be so boring, and I shouldn't even want to do it. Even thought of maybe taking away my shorts, because I can't really see if they do. I know that they get more subscribers from the shorts at least, but I think it's better to have the real subscribers, the darklings, and my family, Goth family, and others that are more into that same type of thinking or what we want of everything. So I think I'd rather keep it genuine, because that's more authentic, because that's me, and that shows also that people that want to watch me or even chat with me in the live and in the premieres, they are so much more fun. I don't understand why I should have like thousands of subscribers and it's not fun anymore. You know what I mean? When you got all the watch hours. If I need to do a clickbait all the time or be a nasty person or something to be popular, that's not me. I don't want to be that. I want to be me. And this is what you get. So if you like it, you like it. And if you don't like it, just go to another channel. They're probably gonna find something better in that case. Not just staring at the old woman that having goth like one lifestyle, but at the same time have to live in the reality and have other interests too, not just goth. So, and can listen to other music too without losing the goth points. Because I don't really get it why we should have to keep us inside one box all the time. And I think it's a little sad too that we can't even have any music on. And I saw a video from another type of YouTuber that actually he's some kind of musician and sometimes try in guitar, playing bass and other stuff. And he did an experiment when he didn't do any sound at all. It looked like he did because he was sitting there with his bass or guitar, but it was soundless. But he put down the title for the song he should have played in the studio, and he got copyright strike for that. He got copyright strikes, like he said, for silence that he didn't do because he had the title. And then he got another copyright strike that was as ridiculous like that one. And it was like I said, it's impossible. You can't do it because they have some boot that found something, and then they do copyright claims for whatever. You don't even have to have the sound. And I don't understand it. It's ridiculous. Thank you very much, Gordon. And see you. Hello, Polybog. Long time subscriber, first time live comment. Welcome to the live stream. I don't do so many. I'm not like the more professional YouTubers that do live streams more or less all the time. And I usually don't have that much time either, but because Trevor wanted to take a rest and I didn't feel for doing a video today. I have done one weekend in advance for a change because I did 3 videos last weekend. So I was thinking I'll take a time out from making a video instead. So just being me, and I thought, okay, I can do a live instead. So see which people are turning up. I had the little unrespectful people in the beginning, but it looks like they have now gone. So maybe it was sleeping time for them. I don't know. Or the parents came home. I don't know. So what are people up to today? I've been following for like a year. I think, oh my god, got you on my feed. Yeah, I follow oh my god to Jenny. I'm not sure if the other Jenny is still there because I usually have to put a number on them if they are both that. I say Jenny 1 and Jenny 2 just to separate them. It's a little like sometimes when you come to work and you are unlucky and go start work with people and you realize that there's at least 2 or 3 that have the similar name, and how should we separate them in a good way so we know which one we mean? Because sometimes it's really hard to separate people if they have the same name. So I think I'm in blue on her channel. I forgot. Maybe you are. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not monetized, so I don't keep up with all that type of stuff. But the ones that is blue, my channel is my mods. So if they have time and comes to a live stream, I don't have to always look what people are writing or how they behave. So they help me out, but I don't have the money. I don't want to put pressure on the people I know either, because I don't put anyone to be. It needs to be someone that I could trust, know what I accept or that type of thing. So finished today. Not much, unfortunately. Hopefully I find something to do. I hope so too. Or you can read. I have ordered a book at least, so I'm gonna see. But I forgot the title now. Oh, so typical. Haven't seen her in so long. But Oh my golf is a lot on YouTube. She do a lot of lives, but she didn't do a Friday live this time. But I saw that she had something earlier in the week, so maybe she swapped the days of different reasons. Because I know she can be a very busy lady too, with a lot of fairs and other stuff going on. So maybe she's doing something. So I don't know. I'm also not worried with those things. No, we shouldn't have to be, really. If people just accept that if you don't like a channel or whatever you're watching, so either you just swap to another one or you do something else. You don't have to watch. No one is forcing you. It's not like you're holding a gun to the head or something and say, you need to watch this. So I don't understand it. I'm gonna take a little drink. And I'm drinking this one today. I'm not sure you have it in other countries, but it's a Swedish one, and they actually use real fruit for it instead of throwing out the fruit, so they actually save it for those cans. And I'm gonna see, yeah. And they don't have hardly any sugar in it either, so that's good. It works for me. My friend just told me to post more content because I'm lazy. Your earrings. Well, thank you very much. It's my favorite symbol that I always have at least my ring on me all the time. So I always have one ring. And this week I actually decided to go with very ghostly, dead-like color on my nails. And I was a little inspired by one of the girls at work too, and I was thinking, we don't have to have black nails or dark nails all the time. So I was thinking, Should I try this and make them look a little more like a dead person? Or you know some old vampire movies when they have, but they have of course longer. I can't work with longer nails. They're just gonna be trash anyway, so I keep them short. So eye accents are beautiful as yours. Oh, thank you very much. Gothica. Sanniz is a regular. Her aura is moonlight. Her eyes show her energy. The tiger, she really is power and good energy. Sanniz, hope you like this. Yeah, I did. That sounded amazing. I hope I can live up to everything. But I try to do the best. But people need to also know that there's a reality behind the screens. It's easy to have some thoughts of people, but then you don't know about their life. And I usually say it when people are very stupid and giving very nasty comments and that type of things, that you don't live in that person's shoes. So that is a saying in Swedish, at least. If you don't walk in the same shoes, you can't say anything because you don't know how that life is. So, but if you share the same type of things, you can just go ahead. So. Polymer one golf I wish still posted as much as before is pushing up roses. She's still active but different content and doesn't appear on camera that often. Yeah, but sometimes it's life have come in between or you maybe lost interest in it. And like I said, I'm not monetized, so I don't feel forced to actually do it. I'm gonna continue as long as I feel it's fun. Might take down so I don't do that much shorts because there's so many people that writing very ugly comments on them too. So it feels like if I try to do something to show an outfit in a little more fun way and they are looking up to just have a reason to say, oh, you look cringe or you look ugly. Why are you moving so ridiculous for your age? Blah blah blah. You can never have a man in your life, and I already told about it. I have a man in my life. I've been living for years together, so it's not like I'm a single in that type of way. It's just that Trevor usually don't want to be in the video, but now at least he's been in two little longer ones, and maybe in the future, maybe be in another one. We never know. Sometimes he just at least shows up in some when we've been out and doing stuff. So, but I respect that he's not a YouTuber. Don't want to be in pictures that much. So that's the deal. And I think something started to move here. But I'm not sure if this goes up, so I enjoyed shorts and outfits. Oh, thank you very much. People can be so fucking stupid. Yeah, I agree with you, Gothica. And that's a sad thing. It's a little like this cancel culture now coming inside the subculture too, that they always try to find something to blame that you're not right, you can't be goth because of that, or because of that. And I just be so it's a little like Trevor said when we talked about music last time, that they always have this, that they assume they know everything, especially from that time era. But they can't know it because they were never there. They are not old enough. They were not even born. And still they jump on us that been living through that and know how our life was during that time and how the different cultures was living together. Good morning again, sunshine.
Hello, Station.
Trevor is up and going in the background. Hmm. They are trolling for content. Yeah, some are, but some think it's serious in what they're saying too. So, what do you want?
Mm,
What do you want to be in the live stream too?
nope.
No, very much no there. Sorry, folks, no Trevor in the live stream. It's a bit funny, isn't it? But yeah, I admire the much bigger YouTuber that actually are monetized and are okay too, because I can see what's going on everywhere and the comments I get from some people. They even have their own stalkers. They change different accounts too, just to be able to continue. And I don't get it. Is your life so boring so you need to do that really? Get a life. That's what I think. Get a life. Because there's so much more we can do. And why don't you just lift up people instead to make their day maybe better? It's just give a smile to a stranger. Maybe you save that day for the person. You never know. because there's so many people that are so, and I think it's sometimes sad when you go out and you see people going hanging together, but as far as they go and they say they're gonna hang together, everybody is on the phone. They don't even talk with each other. So I'm thinking, okay, I thought we should hang together now because we were supposed to do something. But everyone is more interested in what's going on in the different fields instead. And then I'm thinking back to when I was young, before internet and before all the phones and everything like that, and we actually were hanging together. If we were not outside, we were at someone else's place, or we went somewhere. And during the evenings, maybe we went to a club if it was okay for the moment. So, oh, Trevor don't want to appear today. Fair enough. He's not on YouTube, as I understand. So, but I just think it's so sad that we can't really live together in a more social way. That is a little like people forgot. And I'm not sure if COVID have made it worse too, because it went on for so long. And in many countries, not in Sweden, we didn't have this thing when no one can leave their homes. So, but maybe that was one big point too, why everything changed, that people don't know how to act with other people. So, hello, Trevor. Sure, you don't want to be in the live stream?
No, I don't.
You're standing there doing funny faces now.
I'm listening to what you're saying.
Oh, dear. Let's see what I have to deal with. At least he went into the bedroom again, so I guess.
What do you mean? This is what I have to deal with.
Yeah, your comments always have. Oh, wonderful.
It keeps them entertained, doesn't it?
Yeah, it keeps them entertained too. But you can come. You can come here and entertain them even more.
No.
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 You don't want to. Sorry, folks. Not Trevor today. Oh, we see. We have to see when it comes next time. So, but sometimes it's fun to see the different views too, from a metalhead and to a goth, because I'm more goth than metalhead. But I can listen to metal music too. But it's mainly goth that I'm interested in. But of course, I listen to a lot of other music too, and the 80s especially, because that was a very good era, no matter what type of music. So. And Gothic, yeah, mobile zombies made people worse, and I saw people becoming more antisocial and more without feeling for some reason during the lockdown. Yeah, and I think that was also, I'm surprised actually that we have that type of unsocial part here in Sweden too, when we didn't have those lockdowns, because we had a little more normal. We had that keep the distance, and in some places you needed to use a mask. You were not forced to have it outside. But we had to go to work and do everything like normal. Students could have maybe from home studies, they went through the internet instead. But the life went on like normal. So no one was really forced to be it. We could have during some period that maximum one person from every family could go into the shop and keep the distance to each others and that type of things. But nothing worse than that. So it was not like we have this life that you can't go anywhere or get the police. Like in some countries, even have like the police or military guarding to see that people were doing what they should. So I'm happy that I live that. But I'm surprised that even in Sweden we have, when it comes to youngsters, that they are so focused on the mobile phone all the time. So as far as that they put down what they need to do for the moment, so the phone goes up and you see that they're going scroll on the feed again. And I was thinking, oh gosh, so you can't really be without the phone for even 5 minutes and talk normally without having that scrolling. So a little like I missed those times when we actually were sitting a group of people and talking and had fun and laughed and doing all those crazy things together and created memories with each other. So I can't really see that how fun it is to sit 10 people around a table or on the sofa or something, and everybody sitting and scrolling on the phone all the time. That is so it's so sad. So you should be able to do that. Of course, I use my phone now for the live stream, but it's a little like talking with you. It's a little the same thing like I had back in the days when I can't have that type of friends closer. and the most of my friends are not living in Sweden either, or living in wrong part of Sweden. So I met my partner during COVID actually. Oh, there. Do you want to tell how? So I started my channel meditation and ASMR when we had to stay inside. Yeah, I think it was many people that started actually a channel too during COVID. So it was a little upswing to do something. And I know some people even said that they used that like an excuse to do all the makeup looks too. Because I know there were a lot of channels that I followed for a while that did a lot of they had like a lot of people inside one group and they did the different looks all the time, maybe even up 2-3 times a week. And that was because they couldn't do anything else. They couldn't even leave home. So I guess instead of being bored and not doing anything, they at least did that type of things during the time. So, but like I said, we didn't have that in the same way over here. So, but we still had the zombie kids, the zombie youngsters. But I have seen even older people do the same. So I guess it's like a virus is spreading. So everybody gonna be this zombified in some certain way. And I was also reading a comment from someone that was talking about AI and the evolution that have been looking into that very much for moms. And that made that person so depressed over the realization. And it's even people that have been behind that created the first levels or do researches in this have the same type of thoughts. We don't talk about the tech companies now or the billionaires or whatever they are that want to gain money on AI. We talk about the people that know how risky it can be with evolution. Yeah, it's a good thing if you can use it in the right thing when it comes to healthcare, for an example. But he realized that it's gone so fast now, so it's just a matter of time before the human gonna lose control over it and can't even see what it can do. And that he said the conclusion is that 10% of there is a 10% chance that inside 10 years it's not going to be any human left if AI developed in the wrong way too fast. That's how scary it can be. So we hope it's not going. And I think it's a little scary to see also when you see how it affects everything, where they build up all the centers, is poisoned the grounds, it's taking all the electricity, they take it all the water and everything, turn everything to a desert around it, and the people that lives close, they have this noise. You can't even live there without this noise. And even people that lives, if you live close to a wind farm or something, that is very noisy too, but it's noisy in another type of way, and you can't stand it, you can't get rid of it. And it takes all the water. They don't have any water in the taps. They're happy if they have electricity, because that takes so much more electricity than you can even imagine. And then it even poison the water it used, and they let it back is poisoned, and they don't clean it either. And I think that's even the worst part. They don't do anything with it. So a funny story was the Christmas time, the night of the witch that brings coal, the best burnt sugar sweets I ever tried, to people who were a bit naughty and good treats to good people that day. Nice story. And I also was reading a very sad thing from US now too, with the wild horses, that they're gathering a lot of, I think they said between 600 and 700 of the wild horses in one area, and they are protected from start, but they have come through this, like the carrot man is behind it, and they now collect all the horses, sell them to one, they sell them to middle hand, and because they do this selling in middle hand, and then transport it abroad as meat. They kill the horses for selling for cheap food or something, and I think that's sad. They're doing it, and I know that it's Native Americans that now that protest from one area there too, because they see at the horses like they are their relatives in another shape. Gary is back. Bought a little bottle of Bacardi with White Room and Domino's Goodfather pizza now. Are you celebrating something, Gary, or something? It sounds like you're celebrating. No, so we're gonna see. no rain so far today. I'm surprised because the weather forecast didn't look that well for today when I was looking at it yesterday. So I'm surprised. But maybe that is to make it go out and then the sky is open. At least we've been lucky to have a little more rain, but it's been unusual dry summer for being my town. My town is known for being a very rainy one in Sweden, so I'm surprised. But we have at least enough for still keeping grass green in the most places. But you can still see during some part it started to go to that burned look. So after watching a movie about her the same night with mom, I got a message on Facebook. Never really replied actually there, and it was a guy that looked like my mom's insect and animal expert. Whoosh! Ah, cool. I don't have Facebook, so I never had, I never will have. So people know where they can find me online anyway. So I'm on Twitter, or they can call X, not that much anymore because it's so boring and nothing new, and the feeds are not working as it should anyway. And there's so many creepy people there too nowadays. So I guess it's because it's Musk that owns it. And then I'm on Instagram, and I think that is not that as personal as it could be on Facebook, but I think that works better for me. And I'm on YouTube, of course. So I think that's enough. You don't have to be everywhere. And Facebook had that thing already from start that I was against the other things too. So that's why I never joined them. So, and I never will either. I just seen all the problem I heard about this bullying thing that's going on, even with those goths that have their different groups on Facebook too. I only hear a lot of sad things there, and I'm not interested in that type of drama anyway. So after I messaged it wasn't him, well, it was my partner today. He was an original. He invited me for a pizza. We ended up me not having a telephone signal, lol, had to use his. Ah, that's romantic. And I actually met Trevor on Twitter. So it was actually, we started to talk there, chat there, just first in the ordinary post, and then it went a little DM and so on, and you see how it goes. But that was a cool way to meet your partner, Gothica. A cool story. I've done just 1 hour, so. Swamp Fox. Oh, thank you very much. It's tomorrow, but I do a little pre-birthday celebration today, so. Because I think Saturdays is a little more fun than Sundays, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna do something. I know that we're going out tomorrow for food, Turkish food. Jum. That's gonna be good. I like it. I love it. So I'm looking forward for it. So I'm not decided how I'm gonna dress tomorrow, but it depends on the weather too. If it goes too bad, you don't want to have too delicate clothes that are gonna be destroyed of the weather. So I have to see how it goes. But I'm looking forward for it anyway. So, and I already got 2 gifts too. So I used the palette I got from my friend in Wales. I have a video up next week when I do a red look with it, and I even show the palette. So you can see how the red looks will be. And this time I decided to go in the other shades they had in it. So it's fun. Hello, Nikki. How are you? Thank you very much. Are you doing something fun? Swamp Fox weekend here will be raining, dreary, but I like that kind of weather. Yeah, it could fit if you're not going out or something and you're gonna do a lot out in the nature. Then you maybe don't want to have it too rainy. But if that's an excuse to sit down on the sofa and watch all the horror movies or something like that, or listen to a lot of music, so then it's okay. So at least you got something to blame on if you don't go out. So happy to catch you live. Yeah, happy to see you here too. How is the weather where you are on the islands? Drinking coffee, waking up. was up late. Yeah, guess you you're a little more party than I am at least, but you live on a place that is easier to party in other way. Life is a little different from compared with Sweden too. So, and I'm only drinking this type of drinks right now. I'm not sure if you can see it's that good, but I'm not sure it's made in Sweden too. So they use real fruit for it. So instead for sending away like a waste and they not take care about the fruit that is not good enough for being sold, so they use it for those drinks instead. And I like them, and they work for me. Not too much sugar in it. Got the then change of clothes and escapade to go to the island. It's really is cool, and it's low. How they found us. When we fight, we always say there was a mistake to reply the message on Facebook. Yeah, blame Facebook. Hey, Nikki, luckily it's a bit overcast today, not as hot as usual. That sounds great, Nikki. It can't be that fun to have too hot either, so. And you see, say hello to each other. That's nice. Are you doing something fun today then, Nikki? Is something good going on music-wise or party or whatever? Hello, Grimly. How are you? Doing something fun? And how's the weather in the UK where you are? It's mainly it's a little fun to see that more often have people from UK or US in my live streams. A little surprised that there's so many, at least that are from US many times, because usually I am in a ridiculous time doing my lives too, and either it's very early morning or something in the US when I do my live. So I'm always surprised when they show up. So yeah, maybe some G's down at the beach tonight. Oh, that sounds great. The best thing had been if it's full moon at the same time. That's crazy. And I remember when I was on Corfu in Greece, and they had this full moon werewolf beach party in Pelikas. I'm good, thanks. Bit cooler today. We had rain and stormy yesterday. Ah, that sounds at least better than all the heat wave the big part of UK had now for a very long time. So. Yeah, so I remember that from when I was a backpacker time, because I went with train down through Europe down to Italy, and from Brindisi we took the ferry over to Corfu, and from Corfu town we went to Pelagas, and there we stayed for at least 2 weeks, I think we were, and had a really good time. And that was way before they built all the big hotels even in Pelikas. I have seen photos from travel companies that when they show this place, it don't even look the same like when I was there. I think it's a little sad that everything have to be that tourist with high buildings and everything, and they take away the authentic part of everything too. And I thought that was so cool when we were there, that you can be on that bit and then you rent the moped or something, and then you went around on the island. It's not that big, so you could do day things and go very far without any problem and still see a lot that they normally don't show. So, oh, thank you very much, Grimly. Some folks, yes, it's early here, but I'm not getting out of bed yet. Lazy vampire mood. Nothing wrong with that if you can stay. I'm not usually that person that stay that much. I'm often prefer to go up and sit on the sofa instead. So. Especially this morning, I had a bit problem with my eyes. I have this eye condition, so I wake up with pain in my eyes, and it was bad this morning. Been lucky that during the working days it was actually a little better than usual, so I haven't been disturbed with that type of pain at least that much. So, but this morning it was bad. So you're still in bed too, Phoenix. No one is getting up. Everybody stays in the bed. No, we have to see. I'm not gonna just sit on the sofa all the time, so, but I'm not sure what to do. I know that I need to fill up my car because I have a little place for gas in it, so because I know I travel longer, so I need to refuel it every week. So I know that I can go 1 week without any problem, especially if something should happen and even more important when winter time comes. So I have a little more spare if we should be standing still or something. So I don't have to be worried that I'm gonna run out from gas or something. But it don't take that much longer time. It take just a little more than double time to go to my new place. Plus, I'm actually home a bit earlier. So, and when the shift time starts, it's gonna be even home even earlier than that. So I'm looking forward to when they start the shift. So you're hiding from werewolves. Gotta get to when my son doesn't change me to a zombie. Oh yeah, true, true, true. What did I have in mind now? Yeah, have you seen the trailer about the new movie that is called Werewolf? It looks very interesting. I saw that Mina Old did one um, reaction video about the trailer too, and it looks like it can be a really good movie to watch. Interesting view angle on the perspective when it comes to this type of hairy monster. So, is there somebody that are gonna watch that one? And what was the? It was another horror movie. Now I saw that came out, at least in US, come out Insidious or something. That I follow this channel on Instagram that do a lot about horror movies, and she actually told that this last one that she just went to watch was recommended to go and watch because she thought it was really good. So I'm looking forward to see that one too. Yeah, that looks interesting. I agree with you, Phoenix. So the last one I saw had Anthony Hopkins, also X-Files. Yeah, it's a lot of things coming out. So I hope it's gonna be something good. We have still some movies that we need to catch up with and that, but I'm still looking forward to see even you can't have too much horror movies, and soon winter time too. So maybe you don't want to go outside and when it starts to getting too cold, too dark, and everything. I'm not really. I don't like too hot weather, but I don't like too cold weather either. So I want something in the middle, or like we said, lagom. Not too much, not too little, just enough. Lagom. Swedish expression. Now I learned you something more. A spooky movie in the winter is so blessed. Yeah, I agree with you. And I hope it's gonna come out a lot of things. I'm a little tired of the shark movies that's been recently because they've been really bad AI in them. So they completely destroy the story, even if the movie could have been something worth watching. But when you see the sharks and how they moves and everything like that is gone so ridiculous bad that you know that it's not even close to truth. So, and then I think, okay, couldn't you do better? You have all the things you can use and you do it so bad. And you agreed to even release this movie with that result. Duh. They must be so bad with the vision or something, so they think that, oh, this looks okay. And I ask, oh my gosh, you ruined the movie. You ruined it totally. Even if it was a tiny bit that it could be a good one. You ruin it now. You ruin it. I prefer the dodgy 80s and 90s shark movie. Yeah, but they actually did good ones back then. They didn't have all the crazy stuff we have today, but they did it well anyway. So I don't understand how we can go backwards when it comes to that. So we create even worse things now when we have all that type of things that could help us to do something good. It's ridiculous. So what? I might finally do some Halloween shopping today. Haven't had a chance yet. Oh, yeah, I've seen been a lot of good stuff both from US and UK, and I'm surprised the UK looks to have much more than many in the States have for the moment. So, and even heard is that some Americans say that it's better quality in the UK shops. So I'm a bit surprised, but as I've seen, follow Star Raven, so it was very early in Brighton too. So I'm surprised they have that long. But I also know that when getting closer to Halloween, they stop selling the Halloween stuff even some weeks before, and I don't understand that thing to start selling so early, and then you don't even sell when it's Halloween, and you change to like Christmas stuff or whatever. And the alarm I have on my Alexa is from Shanada. Oh, I don't use an alarm. I usually wake up anyway, so. But I do have an alarm just in case because you never know if you get unlucky and get very tired and maybe for once or sleeping that long. I don't do that so most of the times anyway. So my alarms are more for when I'm gonna go on breaks and having my food and that type of thing. So yeah, I hate alarms too. If I wake up by an alarm, my mood is very terrible. So I'd rather wake up by myself instead. So at least that feels like a better start. You love to sleep, Nikki. It's taking a long siesta or something. Mañana, mañana. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm not sure how long I'm gonna continue because, like I said, maybe want to do something or not let Trevor be just in the bedroom all the time too. If he wants to do something more. So, should we finish this live for this time? You never know when I show up next time. But I hope everybody have a very great weekend and that you stay safe, stay weird, and be nice to each other. So show respect to others and give definitely the extra smile. I generally wake up at 7, but last night was a summer campus event in the school. Kids running out about screaming for, oh, that's terrible. I use it when I cook with the oven. All goes off. Sounds like fun and water splashes. Splashing seems to be a bad weather. Have a good battle. Thank you very much, Swap Fox, and I hope everybody have a great weekend too. So be nice and be weird and everything. And love you. Bye.